There's another monster nodule. Again, the quarter is there for scale, just to show you just how big this nodule is. I want to see another channel do these nodules like this. Holy Toledo. Okay, well, we're gonna definitely cut across. We've got some helpful hints here. We've got some water lining. Possibly there's just quartz there, but I cannot tell. But it's looking like it's giving us a chance to avoid any fractures. I have to go through a window, but it looks like a good one. Let's see what's in the center. There's a quarter. That's how large that nodule is. It is an absolute definition of a monster. Now this nice sized nodule came out of course, Castle Mountain. And it has got one angular fracture that I have to really caulk that thing in there to avoid that fracture. Fracture runs right, kind of like lengthwise and kind of tapered down. This is definitely a complicated cut. Let's see if we succeed here. Oh, mama, that one's pretty. Castle Mountain. You can see this fracture right there. And that fracture is what I was trying to avoid, and it was slanted from the base. And I gave it all I had. Let's look at them one at a time, but I will reveal them. I think we did good. This one, the smaller half, is really nice. This one has got your water leveling. You got little fortifications within this crystal, but the fortifications that are going around this is very white. Take a look at that. That's pretty. I'll just kind of rotate it just a little bit. This one definitely is going to go a step further. This one, I still think I'll carry it a step further, but it starts having a little bit of calcite, little pocket right there. So this one may benefit by another cut. It's still pretty, and hopefully that sun is just bringing those out. You can see it. It's still pretty. Okay, is it a top shelfer? No, but by gosh, if this was the first large nodule that I had self-collected, I'd be happy as no other. That's the thing. Everything is just different levels of happiness depending on who you are. So look at this. That's the reason why I haven't started to look for those opals. I'm only 50 miles away from Spencer, and I have some pretty decent connections up there. I just haven't went yet. I'm not ready for the opals. I've got to have, what am I going to do? And in this video, you will see a little foreshadowing of actually what potentially is coming. I'm working on it now. I'm working on my lapidary skills, and there's going to be a merger between lapidary and collision repair. Believe me, there is going to be some materials that I really truly didn't think much of, and when I form custom painting with the lapidary world, we're going to be probably pretty impressed with what ends up coming about. No Covington Senior. We're gonna cut this toad. Whew. This is off of Winston's nest. This is one of the largest nodules that I have located. Hey, hey, maybe that's what I need to do. Get rid of that, well, there's a de-do word for it. But I don't eat very much. Well, let's get this in the saw. Now this is Winston's thunder egg nest. That big dang thing that I was conditioning with. Well, see what we have. It's pretty. Can you see the blues? It'd be nice if there was more agate with the matrix. Now it's got a few cracks that could be filled very easily with some clear epoxy, and I'm working on a production of the methods time saver for doing these agates. It's basically more advanced of that episode right there, and we will make this a beauty, but it's a prime candidate for that. It's actually just sitting there, but it's way too big to actually want to polish. And I will go like this. It will show the twins. So what wonderful, pretty, just an adornment in a home. You can just see just how deep, and you can see that blue chalcedonium just popping out in that. Is that the best one we'll ever see? No, but it's not bad in my book. Ha! I am going to play this Welcome to the Evolution Rock Hunters. I can't do any better than that because it has been the best one as far as subscriber growth. And thank you so very much for subscribing. Like, comment. Here we go. Welcome to the Evolution Rock Hunters. Anyway, thank you for all you subscribers out there that are helping us along. Oh, I can feel it. We're at the halfway point. So maybe I can get that $1 someday. And please, 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 if you are a frequent viewer, you don't know just how much you can really help by just clicking that subscribe button. It helps so much, especially when you're just a little tater like the Evolution Rock Hunters. Remember, it's evolution, not revolution. And I won't tell anybody if you want to be incognito. So anyway, hey, I'm a squirrel, but I sure do appreciate everything that everybody does for the evolution. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And thank you again so very much. Now, this one came on of Winston's nest, the thunder eggs. And I really like how that. He said, we're trying to figure out, all right, what would be nice? And I think this nodule, we're going to trim the face right here, level, to where it sits just like that. It's got some botryoidals in there, there's some bots. Let's trim the face off and just see how pretty we can make that piece of material. Now this one here, again, came from Winston. And it really didn't show us a whole lot of helpful hints on this end. But that's what it is. Again, not a perfect one by no means. And it also had a pretty severe breach because there's soil down into that botryoidal pocket right there. So this one I cut one sleeve, and then I cut the face, and it just held its same general look. Nothing that I really was too excited about. So this one here may not even get any type of love except for a flower bed. Okay, now let's split this one. This is again a Winston Thunder Egg. We got a window here, and we got a window here. So we're gonna go right down the middle. And we'll see if there's anything good in here. Okay, now this is another one of those Winston Thunder Egg nests. And we decided just to give it one right down the middle because we had a window here. We had a window here. We're expecting some water lining. And let's see what it does. And by gosh, that's what that place does. We'll look at them one at a time in the nice sun. You can see how they actually just, no fracturing, but when they get a mind to it, they start making something of interest. And there's quite a few what I would call browns, a carnelia type look in some of these. But you can see, so this one is definitely a product for my time-saving method in the sun. Looking pretty. There is that monster in the saw. So I like the looks of this outside rind. I'm thinking of display. This is side, this has had that window of damage. I think I'm forward of any fracture that I could find. The only thing is I might just back it up just a little bit so we keep, this looks like it's on the surface. And we'll actually just cut right along this edge. So we'll have a really nice piece on the end here, and then we'll see what we want to do with the rest of it. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's see what that thing looked like. Quite interesting. Now, would I say it's perfect? No, but we have this injection line coming in and making a real pretty fortification right there. And I'll do my best, keep all shadows off. It's dang tough to do at times. Okay, I'd love the sun to penetrate down and into these agates. But you can see that right there is very interesting. So I would have to say we did good here. But just take a look at that. Pretty. Definitely going to go into the time-saving method for sure. Ow. All right, so you can see how big this thing is. Okay, this is the other half. And you can see that it gave us a water line right here that was giving us a little bit of a cheat sheet. So we knew he wasn't just going to deal with straight quartz, even though we could see the quartz up and in here, but we knew we had a big brunt of water lining. It has got one fracture right there, but it's got the fortification right in there, similar to the other one. And I wish I could put those two together, but it's too big of a nodule. Now, some of you might recognize this piece. It actually came from that episode right there. Well, we're not going to cut this because I hate cutting petrified wood. I love wood. Anyway, we're going to cut this one. Now, this one has got some really nice grains right there, if you can see it. If I scared anybody, I'm pretty close to the camera on this video. Anyway, this really doesn't look like a whole lot of anything. It's kind of homely. It's a homely thing, just like this creator is. Okay, but I like the way I see these bandings, and I'm trying to step towards the cabochons. So the cabochons, whatever, but my own little style. So I'm just kind of just sneaking along with it, because you know, some of this stuff you got to figure out what to do with it. So, all right, but I like these bands. There's banding in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in Covington Jr. right over there and actually start cutting across. I'll cut one. It'll be just kind of a waste piece to get to where we can actually make a cabochon out of this, because I think it's stable enough. I think it's going to rock and roll. Now, you know, I hate working over my wood, but some of you haven't seen the little Mitchell vise here. This thing is just so slick. I'm going like this. I want to sit and have total control in that Covington, and I just go like this. It's wedging her in. It might spin a little, but she'll grab. And then you go like this. That one's almost complete tight. Starts racking it. Oh, that's tight. Right here. Then it's like this. Oh, she's vicing in. And then it's, oh, look at that. Ready. Pinched. Ready to start trimming it across this. And I just slip it in the vise. Or in the vise. In the saw, and walk away. Right now I'm kind of working on cabochon, but you can't see that because I'm not ready to produce a video on that just yet. So, hey, thank you very much. Please subscribe if you're liking this. If not, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can... My wood is in Covington Jr. Look how nice that wood is. Wow. And now you get to see what I've been up to. So here's some slabs of that pretty wood. It's pretty stable. There's a couple little fractures, but without backing, I produced this cabochon, freestyle cabochon. I have my own ideas. Like I said, I worked with my hands all of my life, but I'll give you a little foreshadowing of things to come on the evolution. If you made it this far, you deserve to see some of these beauties. But you haven't seen where this stuff's coming from just yet. I gotta watch that shadow. The shadow's on me like the shadow right there. So I gotta be careful. But anyway, everybody can have their favorites. Very, very pretty. Thank you so very much. Things to come.